Hi folks, Stephen here at the Greater Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio at the Pokemon US Nationals 2016. So there's a lot to see here in various rooms here. The first thing you're going to see over on your right is Ballroom B is holding the Pokken Tournament event. They've got, in addition to the matches going on there, they've also got a number of Wii U's set up for free play. Looks like right now we've got a match between regular Pikachu and Gardevoir. But that's one of the streams. That's one thing that's really neat about this year is they're doing 4 streams, one for each event and then one overall stream that switches between them. So, next thing you see up here is Ballroom A, and they're doing something they do at Worlds pretty much every year. But this year they're doing it at Nationals as well. It's the Pokemon Center Retail. And what they've got here is a variety of merchandise, some of it specific to the event, some of it more general. A lot of plushes, as you might expect, a lot of shirts, even some coffee mugs, and a few other miscellaneous things in there that you can check out. And that's open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is the first year that Nationals has been somewhere other than Indianapolis for quite some time. It was technically at this convention center before when Nationals was still being done at the Origins Game Fair. So it's sort of come back to where it was, but now it's an independent event. As you can see, we're getting close to the convention center. But before we go in there, I do want to point out over on the left, there is some more shopping. There is Collector's Cash, Troll and Toad. So we do have some standard vendors here. And at the end, there's a little first aid place as well in case things don't go perfectly. But one thing you'll notice we haven't gone to is an open gaming area outside of the main tournament area. There isn't one this year. I guess the space wasn't necessary or wasn't available. In any case, over here you can get your Machamp, and this is also where the info desk is. You know, if you don't know when or where something is, you can get some information here. So right here we have the schedule for the weekend. Things started on Thursday with a bunch of registration. Today is the first actual day of competition. And you notice they have everything broken out. Green for the TCG, blue is purple for the video game, and gray for Pokken Tournament. Maybe not the best one because it's a little harder to see, but otherwise that's what's going on there. All right, so let's go in to the actual hall where the main events are. At least the main VG and TCG events. Right now, I think they're wrapping up round 4. Most of the games have finished, and round 5 should be starting soon. If you've seen the setup at other US Nationals, it's still pretty much the same here. We have bulletin boards that have information about upcoming rounds and whatnot. But our first attraction here on the left is we have the TCG Online. Obviously, they're still pushing this. And they've got another thing here. It's not as big as what they usually have at Worlds. It looks like it may be a little smaller this time. But that's what's going on there. Now, if you take a look straight down there, you'll notice a couple banners. Now, there isn't an open gaming area, but there are still side events. There's a video game side event area and a TCG one. They're pretty much adjacent to each other. They'll probably be expanded starting tomorrow. Once most of the players have dropped out. Hopefully they're still using most of this space. But in any case, that's what's over there. If we head back over here, I found this a bit odd, but you'll notice a little banner. It does say TCG side events again over here. So this is the actual registration area up ahead. Not sure why they're so far apart. You'd think they'd be a little bit closer, but I guess it's just the way things worked out. All right, if you take a look over here, they have a schedule for the side events. They go pretty much all day. You notice the video game is all broken up. One of the really neat things, I haven't checked this out yet, I may in a little bit, is that they have a virtual console thing. I'm guessing that now that the red, blue, and yellow games are on 3DS, they're letting people do that. So a little blast from the past there. Or, you know, if you didn't have those games, now you do, and you can kind of figure out what it was like back in the day. We also have TCG, and we also have TCG Online schedule. So, and all the prices are listed. Now, you notice down here, we list some tickets. let's take a look and see where you can use those. So this is the redemption area, and this is a lot of just mostly card stuff, as you might expect, but they do have, if you can really collect those tickets, and I think it goes all the way up to like 1,000, it looks like, for the new Nintendo 3DS Charizard or Blastoise version, whichever it is. You can get some video game stuff as well. But they also have playmats down there, and just some miscellaneous things. Now, if you take a look over here, we have our trophies. And since there is a third kind of event this year, we have 3 types of trophies. There are ones for the video game, one for the trading card game, and one for Pokken Tournament. It's kind of interesting. Pokken Tournament has a 3rd, 4th place split. They're pretty much the same trophy. Maybe the 4th is a little bit smaller. The rest of them just use semi-finalists for 3rd and 4th place. Next up over here, we have the Creative Corner. This is typically aimed at maybe a little younger demographic. There's coloring. They got some mazes. You'll see pretty much the same stuff. Create a card. But that's what happens over here. So we're going to head down this way and take a look at the stuff a little bit closer to the stage. So over here, this is the TCG area. It's split up by Age Division and the Masters Division, especially since that capped out this year is split into 2 flights that will eventually merge together. I don't know if that's Saturday or if it waits until the top 8. But in any case, after that, of course, we have the video game area. Now, for today, we're only seeing the Masters play. I do believe the seniors and juniors start their tournament tomorrow. And of course we have these nice monitors that have the game on them. Nothing right now because we're towards the end of a round, but that's where these would show up. So finally at the front here we have the stage area. And this is sort of where the TCG and video game stuff goes on the various streams. So you can see at the top there they have, I believe, the more general stream that covers both and possibly Pokken as well. And then you have a video game monitor on the right, along with the video game area where they would show the featured match, where they would have the featured match being played on the right. And then on the left in the red area over there is where the TCG featured matches are played out. So it's more or less the same, a few additions, a few reorganizations since this is a new venue. This has been Stephen Reich from the Greater Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio, at the Pokemon US Nationals 2016.